Today's topic, we're going to talk about why it's so difficult to change. And it's not something that's spoken about on the media world very often. The difficulties, the difficulties changing the thought patterns, how hard it is to actually change sometimes. And I'm going to tell you why and what you can do about it. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Detox, where we detoxify from toxic techniques and instead we focus on our true nature here in the present moment, enjoying every minute of life as if it were our last day on earth, here in the moment where all exists, everything, including your manifestational power. And why is it so hard to access this state of being? Why is it so hard to just be here now, enjoying the sounds of birds? Why is it hard to just be in the mundane present moment with the breeze flowing through your hair? Why is it hard to change and be happy and grateful for your life and living in gratitude? I'm going to tell you, it's been a long journey for me, so I can understand if you're having a hard time. You know, you're on a manifestational journey where you can, create whatever you want. And you are watching people change their lives. You're watching stories on YouTube or whatever that people are telling you, this is possible and this is what you need to do. Follow this formula, 1, 2, 3 steps, ABC, and then you're going to have it. And yes, that is very true. I'm sure it's happened for them in that way, but what they're likely not telling you about is the dark side of it, is how hard it is to change. Even someone like me, a practitioner of this art, someone who's been seeking for 20 years, seeking for 20 plus years to know the truth of existence, to tap into our divinity, and access what's there. And I'm going to tell you, it's still difficult because life still happens. Every time I see another tragedy in someone's life, I just think, my God, like someone's lost someone that they care about in their child, and I just think, my God, like my problems are minuscule compared to those problems. But that doesn't diminish the fact that I'm still experiencing whatever depths of emotion I'm experiencing. And I'm here to tell you that experiencing the depths of your emotion does not mean you are not going to manifest what you desire. Comment below if you've seen a video where they tell you you need to maintain a high frequency, a high vibe, and you need to, feel good and get in the vortex and all these things that make you feel like crap because you don't feel good. You don't feel happy. You don't feel high vibe. I'm here to tell you that even if you don't feel high vibe, it is not ruining your creation. We do not live in a world of instant manifestation. We do not live in a world that just because you're having negative thoughts and you're feeding this feeling, that does not mean that you're going to instantly see that paint out into your reality. If anything, the more that you feel the way that you feel, whether it's deep depression or anxiety or whatever feelings are arising within you, the more you feel those things, the more likely you are to create what you desire, because those are the things that are blocking you and inhibiting you from living in a state of gratitude, being in the state of being of the present moment where all the manifestational power exists. So it's quite the opposite. We're taught just stay on this high-flying disc, and I'm here to tell you, detoxify from that shit, because it is not serving you. You're not going to find good results if you keep stuffing things down and keep distracting, because it led me to, honestly, I had so much anxiety because I knew that I wasn't manifesting what I wanted, and I didn't know how, and I didn't know how to change it, and I kept trying harder, and I kept trying to shame myself for having feelings and thoughts that were coming up. And that is what I do with my clients. I help them to discover that they do not need to run from those feelings and those thoughts anymore. And we just stop and we hold up a mirror and we take a look at what those things are, those feelings and those thoughts. And it's usually some sort of like inner child programming. That's why I use the hypnosis. I use the back door. We go into your back door of the mind, and we speak to the part of yourself that has been blocking you, keeping you stuck for so long. because likely that part of yourself is just a scared, wounded part of yourself. And the more that you shame yourself for not getting with the program and not feeling better right now, that the deeper you embed that into yourself. And I'm here to tell you, it is not easy, because life is full of heaviness and difficulties. And even if your life isn't full of heaviness and difficulties, your friends might be experiencing something rough. It's all around us. And if you're a human, you're feeling it and you're processing it, and it's hard to deal with. So how can you access the state of being that manifests and creates whole worlds? Well, you have to go through this portal of pain, the feelings, the mind that is spinning, all of the thoughts that are harming you and your feelings. Those are the things that you have to go through. You have to go into the darkness with your sword and your shield and be prepared to love all of yourself back into wholeness. And it's hard work. Nobody's talking about this, like how hard it is. Like sometimes it's hard just to scrape yourself up out of bed and go do the things you need to do. It's hard for me even sometimes. Like I'll notice myself not even wanting to do the things that I know are going to be good for me. I know that if I get up and I do my breath work, I'm going to feel good. I know if I get up and I take my supplements, I'm going to feel good. And sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I just want to experience whatever this yucky thing is and be okay with that. And I'm here to tell you that when you do that, it's actually a state of acceptance, which is a state of love. And as you love yourself into wholeness, you'll discover the wisdom that's beneath that emotion. There's some sort of wisdom that it's coming with. It's got a precious jewel, like a diamond that's been crushed under all this pressure and turns into this beautiful, beautiful gem. That's what this emotion, this state of being, whatever it is that you're stuck in, that's what it's there for. And it's not for you to run from. So if you're having a hard time, I'm going to give you a few really simple things that you can do. You don't even need to get up from your couch or your bed to do this. You're going to notice the way you feel. Notice the sensations and just objectively state what they feel like. It feels like heavy pressure in my chest. I'm having this, maybe pit of my stomach feeling where it feels heavy in my stomach. And then notice the weight of your body and the presence of the pulsing life pulsing through you. If you're still enough, you can feel that pulsing life pulsing through you. And from that place of just pure awareness, noticing your body, you are now embodied. And an embodied person is now an empowered person. So now you are empowered to take a breath that's a little bit deeper than the last. Just ever so slightly. And exhale it out. And do that a few more times. Keep doing that a few more times. And you'll start to notice that your thoughts are going to keep jumping in. They want to say, hey, what are you doing? This is stupid. This isn't working. Or whatever. They're going to come in. And you're just going to love them too. You're just going to say, hey, part of myself that doesn't want to do this, I love you. I love you too. Hey, part of myself that doesn't want to love myself right now, I love you. I love you too. And you just keep loving all parts of yourself until you come back to the sensation of just being here. It feels like wholeness. It just feels like I'm here. That's all you need. That's all you need is just to be here. And then from that place, you might be able to gently nudge yourself into gratitude, being grateful for what you do have, because I can guarantee that it's probably a lot more than some people have, and there's so much to be grateful for. And that's something that is an individual journey. It's to find that tiny bit of gratitude, that glimmer of hope that this is everything I need in my life. Everything I have, I already need. I'm going to be provided for when I need it. That little bit of glimmer of hope is what shifts your whole world into a state of being that effortlessly creates things. And then from that place, you can just know that, what you want is on the way. That if you've thought it and you desired it, your soul wants it. And so all you have to do is just really keep doing this process as often as it takes. Because as you go through this awakening process, which is the manifestational journey, this is part of the process. You're going to notice that there's like this ebb and flow of consciousness. There's this expansion and contraction. And so you feel the expansion. It feels really good. Sometimes it's maybe a little bit scary and exhilarating. And then you feel the contraction. And then the contraction is what? The dark feelings. And that's part of the process. You know, you can't just have one half and not the other. And so as you expand and contract, you realize, oh, this is the contraction, or this is a ripple from the last time that I believed that I wasn't worthy. You know, this is a ripple from those subconscious seeds that were planted when I was 5. Like, these are just ripples. And as you allow the waters to still, and you start to see the surface of the water is no longer rippling, that's when you start to notice that there's longevity. You start to notice longer periods of time where you aren't experiencing those waves anymore. But when the waves do come, and they will, because until you are a fully enlightened being, fully immersed in the present moment, just, you know, allowing the ripples of experience to ripple through you uninhibited, until you are there, you are going to be experiencing life as a human. And every time a ripple comes, if you freak out a little bit less and you just go, oh, I remember this. I remember what I needed to do. Last time I did this, it worked. I'm going to do it again. Just sit here, feel the weight of my pelvis in the chair. Notice my breath is shallow, deepen it a little bit. Now move myself into gratitude. Maybe I can get up and do a quick little body move and stretch. Maybe I can rock myself back and forth a little bit like this until I start to feel like my nervous system is settling back in to a calm state again. That is it. That is all that, but it's, you know, in the moment, it can be very hard. Trust me, I know. I understand. If you'd like help with this, if you want to uncover what is blocking you from being able to effortlessly get into the state of being on your own, and you'd like some coaching, you'd like some hypnotherapy, comment down below or go to my website or email me and I'll get you started with a package. I love you. You are not alone. You are here. You're in the presence of the Detox tribe. We are here. We are happiness warriors. We are doing this. We are going to discover what it is within us that is making this life become. We're going to discover within us every day that this life is coming from within us out onto our screen of reality. Love you so much.